Hello, my folks. How are you all doing today? Hopefully, you're doing well. We are as well. We're doing well here. In true um, fashion and form, Mia is asleep, and I'm relieved that she's catching up on her rest. And it also gives me a little opportunity to cue the refrigerator noise in the background. Hopefully, you can still hear me, but yes, so it gives me an opportunity to try to edit some videos and try to get some uploaded to this channel, which would be good, right? Because it's probably a little lacking, and you guys are probably feeling a little neglected out there, and maybe a little disinterested because of the lack of content. So I apologize for that. I'm still working on it, and I think I'm getting better at it. So, but only time will tell. So today, I wanted to have to keep it kind of short, just because I just wanted to briefly share a few, really just a couple tidbits, um, tips, tricks that I have come across. The Father has given me wisdom um, about, and yes, I'm gonna always be referring to the Father God. So if that bothers you, this may not be the space for you. Um, But although I don't think that, if you lack the same passion, fanaticism for God, that you can't still get something out of this. So, anyway, we're not exclusive here, or excluding anyone, I should say. So, um, yeah, just short and sweet today. I just wanted to um, bring a couple ideas to you. So, I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach this. Not that this is this big thing, it's this big thing. But I guess I'll just give you a little background. So, my daughter Mia, as most of you know, um, she is a lovely child. I love her dearly, and I am so honored that God chose me to be her mom. I don't know why or how. I don't want to say that I looked out, but how I was so blessed to have that child because she is pretty close to ideal, if not ideal, in so many regards. Um, yeah, she's just a little light and a blessing. But, you know, all reality, in all life, oh, let me get in the light so you can see me. You see me? I see you. Um, she is a normal child in a lot of regards, too. And what I mean by that is she loves to play. She loves her messes. She is her dad's child. Um, she has a lot of my ways in terms of carefulness and thought and wisdom. I believe even at her young age that she consults the Father um, before she acts on a lot of things. I can see that, but maybe not so when it comes to messes. I am a person who tends to like order, although I'm not a stickler for it. I've learned over the years to not be so much a stickler for it. Because you can get pretty stressed out, because life does not fit neatly within the confines of books of pages, within the confines of orderliness, unless you just want to have a child that's completely neurotic and that has a lot of, what's the word? Sort of OCD tendencies, obsessive compulsive, or OCP, I should say, having an obsessive compulsive personality. Um, and I do not. I would much rather have a child who is free and creative, which she is, and I love her creativity. She is very much creative, very much fly off the seat of my pants, whatever feels good, and not in a hedonistic, you know, vice way, but more so in a I want to spread love, and I'm going to do it in whatever way feels natural. And sometimes that natural mode of spreading love is finger paint on the walls. Um, she's always creating something. She's always drawing. She's always painting. She's always coming up with these in, in, ingenious um, things. She loves Legos. She's always building and really impressive stuff. Really impressive stuff. I noticed from the time that she was like 3 years old. Yeah, because she was in the hospital around that time. She would build these things, and it would just blow my mind how she can come up with an idea. And sometimes it would be that she would try to emulate. There's a YouTuber named Ellie V. Shouts out there if you see me. I know you don't. But anyway, a girl can hope. And a lot of times, Ellie V, um, if you're not familiar with her, check out her channel, Ellie, Ellie, and then the letter V. She is amazing with Legos. It is crazy how this lady can build things with Legos. Like, crazy is what I'm saying. And so Mia, at 3 years old, could do these type of things. She would make Lego scenery, and she would, I'm getting off the topic, but I'll return, hopefully. Pray for me. For real. But she had several Lego sets. She loves Legos. Um, and so she would take pieces from different Lego themes. And she would somehow make things that were not something that they were not, but they absolutely looked like they were originally created to be that. Just her ability to take nothing and make it something, it just blows my mind every day, even to see it now. So that's the type of child she is. And her dad is very much like that. He's very out of the box. He doesn't understand that there are limits and boundaries to him. Like he's not a person that's like, okay, if a person says we can't do that or the rule is this, that says, okay, well, that's it. I just can't do it. Whereas he's more so of, oh, why can't I? Or let me figure out a way to do it. And I'm more so of a, follow the line, stay on the beaten path, and I'm a rule follower. Um, I guess sort of a goody two shoes in a lot of ways. I've been termed. So, yeah, I guess opposites attract. I do like his spontaneity and his drive and his creativity, and all those beautiful characters are in my daughter, as well as some of my characteristics. Said all that to say that, yeah, she can come up with some very impressive stuff, and then she can come up with some things that make me, ooh. Oh gosh, some of the things just so disgusting sometimes. Oh. Um, and then other things that are just messy. So I'm getting an indicator here that my battery is about to go out, so I'm going to pause this and then come back. Not pause it just because, for your sake, because I can edit it out, but I just don't feel like editing, so I'm going to pause here, and I'll be right back. Let me plug in my charger. Okay, I'm back. So what I was saying is, is my audio not working? It is. I don't know why I keep getting this indication that it's not working. It's so frustrating. Well, it's not frustrating. It's annoying. Because then I go and spend time trying to check and verify that it is picking up the audio when it in fact is, and that's sort of wasted time. So anyway, I'll probably just edit this part out. Yeah, so my daughter, her creativity. So what the creativity means is a lot of times I get the fortunate experience of being creative in how to clean up that mess from her creativity. And so that means a lot of times that she likes the bathroom. For some reason, she likes to be in the sink area because she likes to make pools for her Barbies and her dolls, and she likes water sports for them. It's also the cleanup place. I've designated the cleanup place. And so a lot of times what she will do is she has these baby alives, and she's such a wonderful mother that she makes these babies because she has her own daycare. I love her entrepreneurship spirit. She's already thinking businesswoman, but because she made it very clear these are not my kids, although she's since then adopted some or accepted some of them as her own kids. She has numerous baby dolls, which um, frequently make an appearance at her daycare, which she is running so she can get money. Love it. Um, so these baby alives, they are fed very well. She handcrafts a lot of their foods. So, she's seen me make a lot of smoothies in my time. And she's not a fan of smoothies, although I wish she was, because then we could get more vitamins in her naturally instead of having to supplement with supplements, um, vitamin supplements. But, so then these wonderful creations tend to go into the baby alives. And just like with a real child, they come out of the baby alives. That is, if they don't get stuck along the way. And that means that we've got clunk and goo and gunk. And we just hope and pray that it makes its way down the sink. Mind you, it is food most of the times. And so I'm full on expecting them to go down the sink with no problems. But they don't always do that. They don't always obey the rules of the laws of nature. So then that puts me in the position of trying to figure out how to resolve that. Well, naturally, because I am an advocate of using natural things and not just any natural thing, I always tell people snake venom is natural. So not just because it's natural doesn't mean that it's healthy for human consumption or human environment. But I do believe natural is the best way in this day and age, with so many products having carcinogenic, which means just cancer-causing ingredients, which has definitely flipped my script since I have gained that knowledge. Even a lot of the things that are placed that say on the label that they're natural, we still have to comb through that stuff. But I won't digress because I always go there. So today I won't do that. I won't do that. So you'll thank me later when you see any of my other videos where I kind of go into that whole spiel. So I've tried the natural route of removing things from the drain, which, by the way, for those who are interested, like myself, like to err on the side of the natural remedies first. You can use baking soda, vinegar, and boiling water. Boiling water being the last thing you put in there. Baking soda first, vinegar, and then wait, I think 15 minutes, I think it is, and then longer if you need to. The clog is worse. But then you use boiling water. So what I have done, because that has given me very little success, I resorted to using chemicals, which I am not a fan of. But you got to do what you got to do sometimes, because which one is worse? Having a clogged up sink where things can grow, or using chemicals. In this case, they're not going to be directly consumed and are deemed safe for the septic system, which I'm not sure if they are for us on the receiving end of that water. But I don't drink out of sink. Learned that a long time ago too. So I would love to use anything like Liquid Drano or Mr. Plumber, but I just don't have it in the budget. It's just not. I can't make $1 out of 15 cents. So I have to improvise. And what I came across out of my favorite place, well, Walmart is actually my favorite place, but I guess my second favorite place to shop, which would be the Dollar Tree, where everything is $1. And it sounds good initially until you get in there and everything's $1 and you're like, oh, I need this and that, and it's only $1, and then $1 becomes $50 before you know it. Yeah, be careful in those Dollar Trees. But I have come across a product. So whenever you don't have the money for Mr. Plumber, Liquid Drano, whatever, those, higher end brands you don't have the money for, or you're just looking for to budget or to save some money, maybe you'd rather use that money to go on your yacht. Yeah, I know I don't have that type of viewing audience, but a girl can dream. Maybe one day I'll be also on a yacht. I don't know. who knows where the Lord will lead me. But I have come across this product. It is called Mr. Plumber Drain Opener. It is found at the Dollar Tree for $1, that is, because everything at the Dollar Tree is what? $1. So, um, I've used this now twice. Both times I didn't think it would be effective with it being so low cost. Um, but it has definitely blown me out of the water. Um, I also should mention, and this is what I would recommend or suggest, is I use a funnel, like the funnels that you use to put in, um, like oil or car products, liquids, into a car. I think you use them also for putting gas in. I don't know, but anyway, those type of funnels. I purchased one from the audio department because I was just thinking that I wanted to make sure that the product got to the source of the problem. And so I got the funnel, and I did that, by the way, with the baking soda mixture first, which it seemed like it worked, but I don't think it cleared it as well as I thought. So anyway, long story short, the funnel, this Mr. Plumber from Dollar Tree Drain Opener, and you pour this in. It says on the container that you only need a half of the bottle, which is awesome because you can get 2 usages out of this, and I did both times, because we also have issues sometimes with the tub, and it's not something we did, but I think it's just the drains have had issues since day one. Um, Although I don't really have the tub issues anymore unless Mia's been experimenting, because I usually do now with the tubs what I'm about to share with you, and we don't have that problem anymore. But we did recently, and I think it's because the experiments of Mia. I don't always catch them, and so yeah, half of this into the drain using your funnel, and then 15 minutes later, longer if you need to, because if the drain is more clogged, um, then you can wait longer. But then just follow it up with boiling water. Worked like a charm. And it didn't immediately, so I thought maybe it wasn't going to work because, it looked like it was backflowing. I got kind of impatient waiting for it to work, but it wasn't that long. It's just that I expected to do as soon as I put it in. But no, it took a few minutes. I would say it probably took like from start to finish, probably 20 minutes, maybe 30 at the most. I don't even think it took 30. But, taking it into account, the this solution, plus waiting a little bit longer for our clogs just to make sure before I inserted the boiling water. And then after that, it's like I walked out, feeling maybe that it wasn't going to work, forgetting that the first time I had the same experience, and walked out and came back in because, as a mother, you're multitasking anyway, so you can't just sit there and tend to a drain. So I came back and it was completely cleared, and it just, oh my gosh, I'm like, why would I ever spend money on anything else? So here you go, Mr. Plumber Drain Opener from Dollar Tree. So that's that. And the other thing I was going to share with you is in regards to clogged drains because of hair. The Father, yes, the Father, gave me, in all his wisdom, he is always sharing wisdom with me, a portion of his wisdom. And so he gave me the idea of, how everyone is now using those drain covers to keep the hair from making it in the drain. Well, because I didn't have the money for those things. Yeah, true story. And again, Dollar Tree being, my friend, and I want to support my friend. So I was blessed with the idea of, in the cooking section, rather, I think they're called sieves. I think they're SIEVES, sieves, I think. There's another name, I can't think of it, but it's the same thing you use to like drain the liquid off of things when you cook. But to not lose the main content of what you're using, I think. I got it originally for, like, we were going to make a smoothie. No, a strawberry strawberry lemonade, a pink lemonade, and Mia doesn't like the little seeds in the strawberry, so I got one that was that tiny. The holes were that tiny, and you may know what I'm talking about. It's like mesh, so I had it originally for that purpose, and yeah, she's still a lost case on getting her to eat fruits and vegetables, but we'll keep trying. We'll get sneakier. So then one day I had the idea of placing that on top of the hole in the tub, and it worked. So I just placed this little sieve, $1 from the Dollar Tree, the small one, and just set it on top of it, which makes it cool because I can just remove it easily and put it down whenever I want to. It didn't keep the water from going in or down the drain, but it did keep any little hairs, and especially for Mia, because she's on maintenance medicine, and that also causes her to lose hair quite frequently, probably at a higher rate than most people. And so then she's always losing these little kind of thin strands, fine hair. So yeah, it even captures those. So I'm pretty confident that it would work for you if you'd like to try it. And it's $1, so if it doesn't work for you, what have you lost? You could use it for something else. But yeah, I'll try to insert a picture because I didn't want to use ours since it is not the cleanliness. It's done such a good job of catching things that it's hard for me to get it completely clean. But even so, it still works like a charm. But yeah, I'll try to insert a picture here so that you can see what I'm talking about. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you're having a good day, and we miss you guys. If anybody's out there watching this and you've been on the fence about clicking that like button or subscribing to our channel, please do. Don't fight the feeling. Go with it. There's a reason you're here. You and I can relate. Let's stay connected. Help me out. Help us out. Just help me to stay motivated, and while I try to help you out by bringing you more tidbits and just giving you a window into our lives and just seeing how we strive to live with an attitude of gratitude, and how we're just living life, despite the challenges. Hopefully it will inspire you and motivate you and give you some warm and fuzzy feeling to see how my daughter and I, we just kind of feed off each other. I think our positive energy. Most times I do have my moments, but I always end up coming back to the positivity and the gratitude attitude. So if that sounds good to you, please do like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave comments. Now you can leave comments because I don't have any kind of child-specific content here in the background. Hopefully those random pictures will be okay, but they're not like educational content or anything geared specifically to kids. So you too, I'm gonna need you to let us have some comments. Help a sister out. We are losing it over here in terms of growing this business, and this channel. So help us out, and you guys can help us out by leaving comments, letting me know, what you're thinking. Even if you're using this space under this video, and to give me feedback about other videos, that would be awesome. I just want to hear from you. But anyway, like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell so that you can get notifications. Hopefully there won't be as much time in between posts. But anyway, thank you for supporting us, even if you're not doing it. Even if you're doing it anonymously, we appreciate it, and we love you guys. So bye bye.